Good evening guys and welcome to tonight's video. I'm going to round up the 5 quick things to change your life. So tonight we're going to talk about the last instalment of that, which is go and find somebody that is doing worse than you and help them in a very simple way. Okay, now the great thing about this is it will remind you what a great life that you have, because there is always somebody out there who's doing worse than you are, okay? And when you feel crappy about your life, and you see somebody that is worse off than you and you help them, you see the other side of life and all of a sudden you feel gratitude. Okay, now the great thing about gratitude is it helps so much with the two emotions that screw us up the most, which is fear and anger. Okay, fear and anger screw up our lives so much with our careers and just our life in general. But the great thing about gratitude is you cannot be grateful and angry at the same time. And you cannot be grateful and fearful at the same time. So if you are grateful, you cannot experience fear and anger at the same time, okay? So when you go and do something for somebody else, you feel that gratitude for your life. So not only do you give joy to the person that you're helping, but you actually experience joy yourself, okay? As you probably know, these 5 quick things, as I've mentioned before, I got from Tony Robbins, and he talked a bit more about some research that he found where they did an experiment where they could basically measure sort of the biochemistry of your saliva and sort of measure how you experience joy. And what they found was that if you buy things for yourself, you experience them a little bit, okay? If you buy experiences, they tend to have the most profound effect on lifelong joy and happiness. But what they found just slightly above that was that buying things and doing things for people that you don't know, or your loved ones as well, like other people. And they actually found that you could experience 50% more joy by taking less than 10% of what you earn and donating to people that you don't know, okay? Now, if you don't have the money to be able to do that, you can donate your time, okay? So it's almost like the secret to living is giving, okay? So you experience that joy of giving as well. Like you obviously they experience, but you experience it as well. And like I said before, just start where you are. Like I say, if you can't give money, give your time. And you might say, oh, it's easy for Tony Robbins to say. He's a billionaire. But he started with one person. It's a great story that, I'll tell the full story another time, but very briefly. He was pretty much dead broke. He had all the money that he owned in the world in his pocket. He was going to a buffet restaurant because he thought if he stocks up on a cheap buffet, then he won't have to eat for a while. So he has this money and he's in the restaurant, and this little boy walks in with his mum and sits down. And all of a sudden he just thought, that's amazing, and I'm going to help them out. So he walked over there, gave the little boy all the money in the world that he had, so that the little boy could buy lunch for his mum. Okay, and that's where he started. He started with one person, for a meal for one person. He now feeds 100 million people a year. Okay, but he started with one. Okay, so that's my video for tonight. Start where you are. Give to somebody else, because not only will it change their life, it will change your life as well. Okay, so hopefully you got some value from that. Thank you very much for tuning in. I shall see you on the next video.